and welcome to the McCall's Kitchen. Happy New Year. We're so excited to be starting the new year off with you all. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe below. We've got loads of fun videos planned for this year. Starting with this one today, we're going to be using the hottest color of the year, Pantone's Color 2023 Viva Magenta. We're going to be making that together, decorating a cake, and we're also going to be using one of the newest trends that we've been seeing in cakes, which are vintage cakes. So stay tuned. We're going to get started right now by making the color together using McCall's colors. So magenta is normally made using a red and a blue. We've got our colors here today and we're going to be making it together by adding a few drops of color at a time. So we're going to start off with our red gel color. We'll add equal parts red and blue and then see where that takes us and start to add more. I've got purple and pink here just in case I need to add those as well. But we'll go in with 1 and 2. And we'll see what that gives us for our buttercream. All right, we've got this beautiful light red pink color. This is exactly what we want to go for to achieve that magenta. And now we're going to go in with some royal blue. Now you want to add this in a little bit at a time, so we'll start with a drop. Because with magenta, you want to keep it a little bit still pink. We don't want it to get too on the purple side. All right, so 1 drop of blue actually did us quite well. We are gonna go back in with some more of that red to bring that bright pink out that we're going for. So as you can see, with every little bit of gel color that we add, we're getting closer and closer to that Viva Magenta. So I'm gonna go back in again with a little bit more blue. We'll do just another drop. And we'll do another drop of red. Take your time because you don't want to add too much color. It is hard to come back from that. It's easier to add more than to take away. So I'm going to go in with a couple more drops of that red. And we are getting a lot closer here. We want a really nice deep color, so you're just going to want to keep adding color until you get that bright, vivid color we're going for. All right, we've gotten it pretty close to the magenta that we're going for. We're just going to let this rest to develop it a little bit more, and we'll be back to start our decoration. Now let's get our cake all decorated in the buttercream. We are going to start by putting some on the top and then we'll work around to the sides and scrape it all down. And then we're going to go in for our final decoration. This color actually looks absolutely beautiful, and letting it rest for a little bit really brought out a bit more depth. Now we're going to scrape it down with our bench scraper here, and we're going to go in and add more buttercream where we need it. All right, now we are going to get this into the freezer to chill, and as it's chilling, we're going to prep our piping bags that we're going to be using to decorate this in the vintage style. So we'll be back in just a second. When working on a vintage cake, I like to use 2 to 3 different colors, or just 1 color if you want it to be a nice, simple, elegant cake. And I like to use about 3 to 4 different piping tips. So to do that, you're going to want to put a coupler or coupler at the end of your piping bag so that you can easily change your piping tips and still use the same color. So right now I'm going to start with the general borders, so 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom, and then we'll go in and start to fill it up with our vintage buttercream decoration. This color is the same one that we decorated the cake with, and then I just added some white to the bowl that we already had with our color, and I made this beautiful pink as well that we're going to use to decorate. All right, so top border's done. Now we're going to start on the bottom. I find vintage cakes The technique is all about building and layering. So start off with one piping tip and one color, and then start to build on top of that, layer by layer. All right, now we're gonna go in with our second piping bag over here. Right now I have almost like a ribbon tip on it, and I'm going to, like I mentioned before, layer. So start to add on top of some of the buttercream that I already have here. And this is a smaller tip than the one that I was just using. All right, now we're gonna go back in with our original color. This is what I mean by the going back and forth and building and layering. And I'm gonna change out the tip to a leaf tip, and I absolutely love this tip because it gives you the prettiest ruffles, and I'll show you guys in just a second. So we're gonna start and we're gonna make a U, just like that. So you see how pretty this tip makes these? All right, now we can go in and add some pearl decoration. We're gonna go in with some pink and gold today. I'm gonna get this cleared up and then we'll be back to decorate with the sprinkles. Finally, let's go in and add our sprinkles. So we're gonna be going in with some of the metal rods as well as some pearl sprinkles. So I'm just gonna be adding them into some of the buttercream designs that I've done here. We're going for that New Year sparkle. And then we'll go in with some white pearls. We'll go in with some of the smaller gold sprinkles along the top here. All right, I think it's got the perfect amount of sparkle and it's all ready to go. I absolutely loved how this Viva Magenta color that we achieved today using the McCall's colors turned out. And I'm telling you, vintage cakes were popular in 2022, but they're gonna be even more popular in 2023. So why not start the year off with some of the hottest trends with the hottest color? We're so excited for all that's to come, and make sure you guys subscribe below so you see it all first. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to film for you, and we'll see you back here very soon.